Hi, good afternoon. I'm going to read you Psalm 123. To you I lift up my eyes, O you who are enthroned in the heavens. Behold, as the eyes of servants look to the hand of their master, as the eyes of a maid to the hand of her mistress, so your eyes look to the Lord our God, until he is gracious to us. Be gracious to us, O Lord. Be gracious to us. For we are greatly filled with contempt. Our soul is greatly filled with the scoffing of those who are at ease, and with the contempt of the proud. All right. I love these. The Psalms that kind of cry out to God for like a sense of desperation and justice. Our sense of justice is God-given. You'll hear people say all the time that Christians can't judge. Well, that isn't actually true at all, but we can get into that in another time. But we always have a sense of justice, and God is so gracious because he is the ultimate judge. And in this, it's worshiping first, right? It says, I lift up my eyes. I'm lifting up my eyes. Like, I know I need help. Psalm 121 says, I lift my eyes up to the hills. Where does my help come from? It comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth, right? So this is saying that same kind of repetitive thing. I lift up my eyes to you who are enthroned on heaven. Behold the eyes of the servant of their as to their master, the eyes of a maid. So it's putting, the writer is putting himself in place as the lesser being, right? He's saying, I am looking up to my master and I am the lesser being. Be gracious to me, O God. This is somebody that is struggling, right? It says, we are greatly filled with contempt. Our soul is greatly filled with the scoffing of those who are at ease. Have you ever looked around and felt like people were against you and they just seem to be having it so easy? And here you are, you're in this tizzy, you're frustrated, you're irritated, and they just have it easy. And you're like, what? How is this even possible? This is what Psalm 123 is talking about. It says, be gracious to us, God. Be gracious with all of your graciousness, because our hearts are heavy with this situation. And God is gracious. When our situations are coming against us, when our situations are letting us down, God is so gracious in those moments. And what does that even mean? What does that even look like? Well, for God to be gracious in something means that you know that he can sustain you no matter what you're going through. This is not about rescuing. Please understand, God's grace is not always about rescuing. We do not see that cover to cover in the Bible. You will not see that God rescues everybody from every situation that is problemsome. But he uses every situation to bring about his glory. And he just uses us to be the conduit, to be the facilitator of that, which is such a beautiful gift. It is a gift of grace. May God's grace travel with you today as you may walk through a journey you don't fully understand. Blessings.